Listen, I have to say this. Anybody who does not press the free like button on this video, that means that you would let Sonny kiss you on the lips. Now, look, man, I'm not trying to judge people, but I feel like that's nasty and strange and just weird. By not pressing a free like button, you would rather have Sonny kiss you on the lips? That's weird, man. Wrestling fans are some of the most weirdest, strangest people on the face of the earth. The fact that there's fans that would let Sonny Kiss twerk in their face and let him kiss you on the lips. That's nasty, man. Why would you go through all that just by not pressing a free like button? Just press the free like button. You see, all the people who do press the free like button, those are the people that would never let Sonny kiss them on the lips. Man, that's nasty. That's disgusting. You people are just weirdos, man. You people are just weirdos. There's a reason why Sonny Kiss is not on TV. That's all I'm saying. This video should be well over 100 likes. There's no way in hell, man, there's people that will let Sonny kiss them on the lips, man. That's crazy. I don't get it, man. What's the point of me making videos when people don't actually pay attention to what I'm saying? It's like they still have the same opinion, even though I'm giving you detailed facts and evidence about the aftermath of certain booking scenarios. It's like, how come nobody wants to put the puzzle together besides me? Like, I don't get it. And it's not a surprise. Dude, I don't think people are actually watching these shows, right? Because it makes it seem like L.A. Dyke is on some winning streak. That's the crazy part. Dude, wins and losses matter. So why are people acting like he's on some dominant winning streak? I swear to God, I think he's won maybe 2 matches like this year alone. Either 2 or 3, maybe. Maybe if he's lucky. He's a loser. If you listen to some of Jim Cornette's videos about L.A. Dyke, he's complaining about him losing all the time. He's losing a lot of matches. So hold on. People are saying he should win the Money in the Bank contract. People are saying he's this, he's that, even though he is a cosplay of The Rock and Steve Austin. In fact, he said it. He said he wants to talk like The Rock, which means he's a cosplayer. He has no originality. Go to his IG page from years back. He wants to be like The Rock. And I think that's why Triple H is not that high on him. But, dude, people are trying to jerk this guy off. But, hold on. I made a video last Tuesday, and I said he shouldn't win that contract, and I gave you reasons why. But I freestyled that video because I didn't watch SmackDown last week. So I'm reading the damn results for that SmackDown. He lost to Santos Escobar. Hold on. Santos Escobar, he's in the same match as he is. And he lost to his opponent, which is Santos. He lost to his Money in the Bank opponent. Santos, he rarely wins matches. And yet, he beat L.A. Dyke. He beat him? So hold on. You're not being consistent. He's losing multiple matches, but yet you say he deserves that contract? You're saying he's a star, he's the best in the world. Are you fucking high on drugs? You people are on drugs. It's like I'm living in Bizarro world. He's losing matches. He lost to Santos Escobar. he lost to Rey Mysterio. He's losing a lot of matches. It's like, and yet he deserves to win the Money in the Bank contract. How can you jerk this guy off if he lost last week against a jobber? Santos is a jobber as well. Every time I watch Santos, he's taking pins. But yet, he beat L.A. Dyke. He beat him. That's crazy. It's like, dude, I don't give a fuck if this guy has a great look, promo. I don't care. Like, who cares about that? If he's losing, eventually, that's not going to matter. Dude, they don't like this guy. See, I'm trying to give you game. I'm trying to give you facts and evidence. It's not hate. It's called facts. The facts are, I've never heard of a Money in the Bank winner being a loser before winning that contract. Otis was a winner. Miz was a winner. Dolph Ziggler was a winner. Seth was a winner. Dean Ambrose was a winner. CM Punk was a winner. Sheamus, winner. John Cena, winner. Damien Sandow, he was winning matches. You know what I'm saying? What evidence do you have that he should win? If he's losing matches, wins and losses matter. I don't care how over you are. The only reason he's over is because they are trying to spite Triple H and Vince McMahon's booking of L.A. Dyke. Listen, you nerds are fucking bored. You corny ass dorks are just bored with SmackDown. As I keep on telling people, SmackDown is a boring show. They have no stars. All they have is Roman Reigns. They have no quality stars. But the reason he's over is because that roster is a lopsided roster filled with boring faces. There's not that many heels on this SmackDown roster. Hence why Edge has yet to come back. Because Edge has no opponents. Right? He can't face L.A. Dyke because he's over. So who is Edge going to face if he does come back? There's no quality heels on this roster. This roster is filled with boring faces, mid-carders, right? So if that mid-card is boring as shit, that's why L.A. Dyke is getting over. Because that show is boring. He is the only entertainment that they have in that mid-card, which makes him stand out. I will compare him to, he's like a handsome guy that's at a party filled with dorks. Of course, he looks good because he's the only handsome guy at a party filled with nerds and dorks that don't get pussy. So of course he stands out, right? When he was NXT, he did not stand out, right? Because there was bigger stars than he was, right? That's the same thing. There's a reason why he never stood out on the black and gold NXT. He never stood out because there was bigger stars there that were more over than he was. Now he's on a boring ass main roster, boring ass SmackDown. Now he's actually trying to stand out. Now he is standing out because of that. Because that roster is trash. Can you name me a great face who's a heel or a face? You can't. You can't name me a great heel on that SmackDown roster not named Roman Reigns. Edge has no opponents when he comes back. Who? Grayson Waller is not ready for Edge. So who's left? Corbin is in NXT. Knight, he's a face. Dude, he ain't no heel. He's a face. Right? How can you say he's a heel? He does not talk like a heel. Why is he being cheered? Which means he's not a heel. But let's go to the aftermath. If he does win this contract. Okay. If he's so over, who will he cash in on? It's not Roman Reigns. So let's not talk about Roman Reigns. He's not cashing in on Roman Reigns. Let's say he does cash in on Seth Freaky Rollins. How is that going to work out for you? Who will get cheered? Who will get booed? Seth Freaky Rollins is mega over with his stupid song. So, if you are a fan of both, why would you want Knight to cash in on Seth? If Seth is also over as equal, right? He's equally as over as LA Dyke. So, wouldn't that get Knight booed? Who will get cheered? Are fans ready to see Seth get beaten by LA Dyke this soon? No. See, like, you don't think. Who will the fans get behind if Dyke was to cash in on Seth Rollins? Right? He can't. Both those guys are over as faces. How can he cash in on Seth if the whole building is behind Seth Rollins? So we have to cross out Seth. He's not beating Gunther Varing General. I'm gonna keep on saying it. There's only one guy left, and that's Austin Theory. But why would you want a cash-in to be on a mid-card belt? I don't want that. Whoever wins this contract, I want them to cash in on a world champion. That's the point I'm trying to make. Nobody gets that point. We already had Austin Theory fail a cash in on a mid-card champion. We don't need that 2 years in a row. Dude, he's not credible to even cash in on a world champion. He's a loser. This is not hate, it's facts. Look at his record. He's a loser. He lost to Kofi. He lost to Xavier Woods. He lost to Santos. He's losing left and right. He lost to Rey Mysterio. He's losing all the time. He's a jobber. So, you want a jobber to win the briefcase? Dude, he has no credibility. If he's losing against job guys, he lost to Santos last week, and yet you are saying he's the fucking Rock? This is you people are fucking idiots, man. Just idiots, bro. It's like you're saying you want him to win the briefcase, not knowing the outcome, not caring about the aftermath. The aftermath is he has no options besides Theory to cash in on. So, do you actually believe he will beat Roman Reigns at 40 years old? Of course not. He's not beating Seth. He's not beating Seth Freaky Rollins. That's not going to happen. He's a loser on the main roster. If he's losing to Santos, he's not beating Seth Freaky Rollins. Seth is on a roll. But he's over. Seth is popular. Why would you want LA Dyke, who is as popular, to cash in on Seth? Who will get booed? Who will get cheered? Wouldn't that get LA Dyke hated? It's crazy because people have no good reason on why he should win the briefcase. Oh, he has charisma. He can talk. Who gives a fuck? He's going to fail his cash in, so that's going to be null and void. Will his promos matter? when he fails his cash in on Seth Rollins? Will that matter? Dude, he's going to fail like Baron Corbin. The signs are already there. If he's losing on his way to his match, what does that tell you? They don't believe in him. It's like, look, Triple H, he's trying to slow down this guy's momentum. Hence why he's losing now. He went back to losing. If he's so hot, why did he lose to Santos Escobar? He's losing in the same fashion. Roll up, roll up, roll up, roll up. That sounds like Baron Corbin to me. But why do we want jobbers to win the fucking briefcase? It's like, look, we need to bring prestige back to this briefcase. We can't have jobbers winning that contract. He's a fucking jobber. That's not hate, that's facts. Look at his record. He's a jobber. Why are we cheering jobbers? Why are we cheering a guy who's a cosplay The Rock? He's a wannabe. He has no character. His character is he's a wannabe Rock. He's a wannabe Stone Cold. Yeah. That's Stone Cold. Stone Cold says that. He talks like Stone Cold and Steve Austin. He talks like Steve Austin and The Rock. Right? Give me a hell yeah. He says, yeah. What the fuck are we talking about here? He's a fucking wannabe. But the part that pissed me the fuck off was somebody told me that they should push him because he's a new young talent. And we should stop pushing part-timers and veterans. Hold on, you fucking idiot. See, this is really starting to make me hate L.A. Dyke. Why are you forcing wrestlers on other fans? This is forced. Because he's a fucking jobber, but let's talk about something else. How is he a new young talent at 40 years old? He's been wrestling for the past 20 years. So how is he not a veteran? Right? Bro, he's over 40 years old and he's not that famous. But how is he not a veteran if he has over 20 years of wrestling experience? It's like, you people are just not thinking very soundly. You people are fucking idiots. He is exactly where he should be, putting people over. He's over 40 years old. In fact, he's not Bobby Roode. At least Bobby Roode was great in NXT. At least Bobby Roode was a well-known name before signing with NXT. People want to bring up age, right? So they try to cherry pick Bobby Lashley. They want to cherry pick AJ Styles. They want to cherry pick Bobby Roode. Those three guys were legends in TNA. Those three guys were big names. Okay? They were very accomplished. They were in TNA when people was actually watching. That's the difference. When LA Dyke was in TNA, nobody was watching. Okay, it was a shit show. Nobody was fucking watching. But the point is, Bobby Lashley is a homegrown talent from OVW. You fucking idiots. So he don't count. He came back with unfinished business from his ruthless aggression run. He's not LA Knight. I'm like, dog, he teamed up with Donald Trump at WrestleMania. Bobby Lashley was going to be a megastar before leaving. So he don't count. He's not new. That's the difference. Bobby Lashley is not new. All he did was come back to his home company that he left. That's the difference. When it comes to AJ Styles, like, dog, they were trying to sign AJ for the past 15 years. So that's why AJ skipped NXT. Because they wanted him for the past 15 years. For years, they wanted AJ to leave TNA, but he didn't want to. So they viewed AJ as a hot commodity. So those guys are not LA Knight. It's like, bro, he was a jobber in NXT under Triple H. If he's so good, how come he won no titles? He won no titles? 0. And he was putting guys over in NXT. It's like, I don't get you people. He has no resume to win that briefcase. That briefcase should be owned by Logan Paul or Damian Priest. At least Damian is in a top faction group and it leads to bigger storylines. I feel like if Priest was to win, that can add on to the tension for him and Finn Balor. So there's story there. If Damian Priest wins that contract, there's a lot of story there. If he gets kicked out of his group, there's a lot of storyline for him. With Paul, dude, Logan Paul is the perfect winner. He's the perfect age, and it's like, I don't get it. You people are saying they don't push new young talent in. Here's Logan Paul. He's a new young talent. And no, he's not a celebrity wrestler. You don't wrestle like that and call him a fucking celebrity. Dude, he wrestles better than half the fucking roster. So how is he a fucking celebrity wrestler? No, he's an athlete who has a big name, but he's a wrestler, okay? He brought Roman Reigns to his best match in 3 years. He gave Seth Rollins his best match within the past 3 years. Like, what the fuck are we talking about? He's not a celebrity wrestler. But the whole point is, Logan Paul should win this match because he's famous. He's a big name. It will bring more mainstream eyes to this contract, which has been dead for the past 4 years. Why should we give it to a jobber? We need to be cleansed from Austin Theory's awful cash in. People view this briefcase as a joke. If we give it to Logan Paul, it's like we are giving it to a guy with a big famous name, which will bring back prestige to this briefcase. See, if Paul was to win it, I actually believe he will beat Seth freaky Rollins. At least Logan Paul gives us hope and belief that he will win his cash in, and he will not cash in on a mid-card champion. He's cashing in on Seth Rollins. There's story there. Knight has no story. Why should he win if he's losing matches? Like I said, he has no options. With Paul and Priest, their story, if they were to win, Paul will get his revenge on Seth Rollins. If Priest was to win, there will be tension between him and Finn Balor. Okay, there's story there. There's no story with L.A. Dyke. It's insane, man. It's like, how are you gonna tell me L.A. Knight should win the briefcase when you ignored the fact that this loser lost to Santos Escobar last week? He lost to the New Day. He's losing matches. It's like, why are we giving the briefcase to losers? It's like, dog, Otis was more credible. Otis was winning matches. Who will you believe Knight will cash in on? Seth Rollins is hot right now. He's too over to beat Seth. He has no options. But yet you still want to win it? No, Logan Paul should win it. Him or Damian Priest. We don't need jobbers. We don't need jobbers winning this contract. This contract needs to be brought back to life. Logan Paul will bring it back to life. Because at any given moment, he can cash in on Seth freaking Rollins. But look, I don't get it. Clearly, Triple H is trying to slow down this guy's momentum by having him job out. Triple H does not like the fact that this guy is getting over without his help, without being planned. Look, I'm gonna keep on saying it. The only reason people are cheering LA Dyke is because SmackDown is fucking boring. They have dorky faces. They have no quality guys who are baby faces. That's why Knight is getting over. Because he looks cool in comparison to the rest of that SmackDown roster. Because people are bored with the show outside of the fucking bloodline. That show is boring. So Knight is the only guy they have as entertainment outside of the bloodline, even though he's losing. He's losing. If he's losing matches, how is he credible? How is he a good choice if he's losing matches? This is weird. People are weirdos. This guy's a fucking loser. Like, Baron Corbin was not losing all these matches before winning that contract. Listen, there's a strong possibility Triple H will try to make a statement. Eventually. It wouldn't shock me if Knight has a Baron Corbin-like cash-in. If he's being rolled up, that is a telling sign. That might be a pattern. Every time Knight loses, he's losing via a roll-up. That sounds like Baron Corbin. I feel like if Triple H wants this guy to lose his momentum, he will fail that cash in and he might get rolled up. So by your logic, you're saying LA Dyke should win this briefcase because he has a great look, because he knows how to talk? It's like, that is a stupid fucking reason for him to win, even though he's losing matches. It's like, bro, I don't care how big this guy is. He's not credible. He's a loser. That's why I'm not high on him. Dog, he lost to Cody Rhodes this year too. Every time we see him, he's losing matches. I don't care about his charisma. He's big. He can talk. I don't give a fuck. What does that matter if he's a loser? So it's like, to me, he's kind of like fucking Bray Wyatt. That's a great comparison. He is Bray Wyatt. He's all talk, but he loses. Right? Why should he win that contract if he's fucking Bray Wyatt? He's a big talker, but he loses. At least Bray has a resume. Knight has no resume. Knight is a loser who loses matches, and there's proof of it. How am I a hater? Right? I don't. How is giving you facts hating? Right? If your ass say Cody Rhodes is a loser, okay, that's hating, right? That's hate, because on paper, Cody Rhodes is not a loser. Cody Rhodes wins matches. So if you say Cody Rhodes is a loser, bro, that's hate because there's no evidence. Cody Rhodes wins matches. If I tell you Knight is a loser, at least I have facts to back it up. I got facts and evidence to back up my claim that he's a fucking jobber. He's a loser. He always jobs out. So why should we have a jobber winning this briefcase? Now look, if Knight came here about 10 years ago, 5 years ago, 6 years ago, I would be his biggest fan. But dude, he is a rookie at 40 years old. Okay, so come on, bro. He's a rookie at 40 years old with no resume. But you people are saying we should stop pushing part-timers. We should stop pushing veterans. Okay, by that logic, we should stop pushing L.A. Dyke. Bro, he's the definition of a veteran. He's been wrestling since 2003. It's like he's a former world champion in TNA. How is he a new wrestler? Like, that makes sense. But let's talk about his past. Did you know? Okay, people are saying he has some kind of fucking it factor. Wow. So it took him 20 years to find his it factor at 40 years old. This is his second run in this company. His first run, he got released when he was in NXT. Bruh, his first run down in NXT, his name was Slate Randall. And he was a fucking jobber. Then he turned himself into Eli Drake, right? Then he came back. Now he's L.A. Dyke. But he's still a jobber. Nothing has changed. But let's talk about the fact that this guy has had the same gimmick for the past 15 years. The same gimmick where he is a cosplay The Rock in Steve Austin. There was a promo that I watched when he was in TNA. John Morrison called him a cosplay The Rock in Steve Austin. So even back then, he was cosplaying Stone Cold, cosplaying The Rock on purpose. How is that a gimmick? How is that a character? See, that's why I'm not super high on him, because he's a wannabe of Dwayne Johnson. He said it. He said The Rock is his idol. He wants to be The Rock. Dog, you ain't The Rock. See, I don't like that. See, you can find a guy to be your idol. You can find a guy to be your inspiration, but don't hijack his whole style. It's like, holy shit. He's a cosplay The Rock. We don't need no more Rocks. There's only one Rock. We don't need any more cosplay Stone Cold Steve Austins. It's like, I don't, you marks got low standards. But we don't need jobbers winning this briefcase. Logan Paul and Damian Priest are the right choices to further storylines. Logan Paul and Seth Rollins, those guys are not done. Priest might leave the Judgment Day. So him as the winner makes sense. It's crazy, right? People say they don't push young talent. And last year, they gave Austin Theory, a young talent, the Money in the Bank contract, and people had an issue with it, right? People saying, oh, he's not ready. Okay, but you just said they don't push young talent. Okay. So this year, fast forward a year later, you people want a 40-year-old rookie to be the Money in the Bank winner. A 40-year-old rookie. You can't make that make sense. You can't make that make sense if you tried. I can't. That's bipolarism. That's insane. You say Theory is not ready for that briefcase. He's too young. But you said they don't push young talent. Next year, you want L.A. Dyke, a 40-year-old rookie, to be the Money in the Bank winner. You can't make this make sense. It's like you don't want Logan Paul to win, even though he's a young talent. He's a young, upcoming talent who can need it. Look, Knight has no upside. There's zero upside. Triple H does not like this guy. If Triple H was a fan of him, why was LA Knight losing matches in NXT? How come he won no titles? Vince McMahon turned him into a manager, Max Dupree. And so far, he's been losing matches, so those two guys are not a fan of him. So what type of upside does he have on the main roster if Triple H and Vince don't like him? That bodes well to him failing his cash in, just to slow down his momentum, because they don't like it that he's over, because they are trying to make him a loser. See, I'm giving you facts. Listen, if Knight was on some winning streak, I wouldn't say a damn word. I wouldn't be making these videos if Knight was a winner. If he was winning matches on a winning streak, I would have no problem with him as the winner. But I do have an issue. He's a loser. He's losing matches. It's like, look, I stay very consistent. If he was winning matches against top guys, hell, I would be quiet as fuck. I would be his biggest fan on him winning that contract, but I'm not. This is not hate, it's factual evidence. We have never had a jobber winning that briefcase. Otis was no jobber. Baron Corbin was no jobber. Hell, even Nikki Cross was not a jobber. Let that sink in. That's what I mean. I have an issue with a jobber winning this contract after what happened to Austin Theory. Listen, even Austin Theory was on a losing streak after winning that briefcase. Just imagine LA Knight. If Triple H was booking Theory to lose matches as the Money in the Bank winner last year, just imagine LA Dyke. Like I said, he's going to be Austin Theory 2.0 if he does win. That's my point, but nobody gets it. This is not hate, it's facts. Listen, I'm done.